Hello guys and welcome back to Thai Talk with Dan. I think it's been about 17 days since I last made a video. Now for a little over 1 year now, I've been sharing subscribers' stories about their involvement, their relationships with Thai women here in Thailand. Because for the most part, it's an absolute disaster. And guys need to be forewarned before they decide to get into some kind of relationship with one of these women. Now, before I continue, I want to make it extremely clear that 15 to 20 years ago, guys met Thai women over here and they managed to make a successful relationship with them. And it's all been fine, smelling of roses, and they've all lived, well, not all, but the majority have lived happily ever after. However, in this day and age, things are extremely different, okay? And I'm not saying that your girl's different, because more than likely, she isn't. Most people lie to themselves, hoping and praying that they've found someone who's unique. Now, I've been living in Thailand for 7 years this month. It's been 7 years. And I've spent the majority of my time around Thai people because I'm halfway around the world. I want to educate myself. I want to learn about the logic here, the real culture here, how people think, how they operate, because that's what I've always been interested in. I've always been interested in psychology and getting a good understanding of people. So when I come to Thailand, I found that they were not as complicated as people back from my home country in England. Everything here is pretty straightforward. However, the one thing that is not straightforward is the mental illness. Now guys, the only type of Thai women that you need to be careful about are the ones that are interested in foreigners, because the ones that are not interested in foreigners, which is most of Thai women here in Thailand, they are pretty normal for the most part. Obviously the culture is going to be different, the Asian culture, and that's going to be the main differences, but there's not going to be such a psychological mental instability among normal Thai people. But unfortunately for us foreigners, the type of Thai women that are interested in us are the ones that need money. Yeah, they want a better life and they want to use a foreigner in order to generate that better life for them. And then for some of them, they'll just want to scam you, hustle you, just generate quick money from you. But there are a lot of Thai women that are interested in foreigners for what they can get from you. And the problem that we're getting, if you've listened to a lot of the stories on my channel, is that guys are believing that this sweet, nice, butter wouldn't melt Thai girl is normal. She's genuinely fallen in love with this foreign man and she's different, but she's not. And that's what this video is about today, to try to wake up some of you guys right now that are currently in a relationship with a Thai woman and you're starting to look at it and think, hang on a minute, I'm getting more bad than good in the relationship that I'm in. So something's not right. But if you're honest with yourself, the reason why you're continuing with the woman is because she's beautiful or the jiggy is amazing. So let's have it right. Violence, narcissism, bipolar. These are 3 common traits that a lot of these, especially Isan women, have that are mixing in the foreign guy circles that are chasing a foreigner. Yeah, these women can be extremely violent and threatening. If you try to leave them, they will either state that they want to kill themselves or they want to kill you. Yeah, in order to try to keep you. The extremes are crazy. They have no worries about grabbing a knife or trying to punch your lights out if you don't follow their way or their demands. Then we have bipolar. Guys, if anybody understands bipolar, it's very difficult to be around somebody 24/7 when you never know what mood they're going to be in. Take me, for instance. When I woke up in the morning, I never knew what I'm going to wake up to. Yeah, am I going to wake up to a monster? Am I going to wake up to somebody sweet? Am I going to wake up to somebody who's depressed? Am I going to wake up to somebody who's super emotional? I never knew what I was going to get. But I can honestly state, at least 90% of the time, I knew that it wasn't going to be good. And who the hell wants to live with someone like that who can be so unstable? And bipolar seems to be absolutely rife here, guys, from my own analysis, from the women that I've met. Bipolar seems to be a real big problem, but it's not the main problem. The main problem is the next one. Narcissism. Yeah. The narcissistic parasite. This is the scary one, guys. If you don't understand about narcissism, then jump on YouTube, type it in if you can spell it, and research it a lot, and especially research it if you've got kids with someone who's got narcissistic qualities, because your life is going to be like a living hell if you stick around for your kid or your kids. Since I started this channel, I've spoke to a lot of guys that are in similar situations to myself. I've spoke to a lot of guys which I was shocked about that are here in Thailand as single parents, where the woman's decided to just care about herself, because another problem is selfishness that we have here. This is a major problem. They can be extremely selfish, even to the point where they put themselves above their kids, which is quite scary, and it's mind-boggling to get your head around. But it's true. There's a lot of single fathers here in Thailand. So, if you get with a bad Thai woman, they will make your life a living hell if you allow them to. And if you don't have children to that Thai woman, then if they're causing you problems, just get out. Block them on every level. Social media, Line, WhatsApp, even get out of the same province, because they just won't stop, guys. It's it's hard to explain, really difficult to explain, but they will do anything to cause your life drama, anything, and they will always be jealous. I've spoken to guys that have been broken up with the Thai wives or the Thai girlfriends for 5, 6, 7+ years, and they still get jealous and still cause problems if they know you have a new girlfriend or you've moved on and you're not thinking about them anymore. It's very crazy. Now, guys, I've been through hell because I care about my kid, and I wanted him to have a stable life. I didn't want him to have parents that were separated, because I had that when I was a kid, and it did affect me. Not so much now, but it did affect me when I was younger. And I just didn't want him to have that instability. I wanted him to have a stable life. But with me wanting this, I've quickly come to realize that us being separated is much better than us being together for his life, because it's that bad. Yeah, I've not come on here on this video today to talk bad about my ex, because it's only going to give her another excuse to cause me many problems. And I don't need it, guys. I really don't need it. And this is one of the main reasons why I've not posted a video for such a long time, because I'm scared about what I'm going to say. If you followed my channel for quite a while, you know that I can be quite open, even if it's talking bad about myself. I don't care. I just want people to know the truth and understand what it can be like here and what it can be like when getting involved with women. I've come to I've come to, what's the word? I've come to understand that if you get in any relationship with a woman then your life should be elevated. It should be better. If that woman is not making your life better, then what's the point? What is the point? For drama, for chaos, for carnage? It's not worth it, guys. Nothing is worth it. Nothing is worth that carnage. I understand a lot of guys can get lonely and they need someone in their lives, but the drama and the toxic stuff that comes with it is just not worth it. It really isn't worth it. Anyway, I don't want to drone on and on and on. I just want to get to the points that I'm trying to make. Okay, so let's get to it. If you're currently involved with a Thai woman and you're starting to see those warning signs and those red flags, such as moodiness, mood swings, violence, where smashing things or trying to punch you when upset, when you're getting those kind of things going on in a new relationship, those are signs showing you that they are going to increase, because in the beginning of a relationship, most people are fake for around about 6 months. They can put some false pretense up for at least 6 months to make sure that you fall in love with them and like them. It seems to be automatic within people to try to not be themselves fully and try to do everything that they can to make you like them more. And that's in any relationship anywhere around the world. So for that first 6 months, they're on their best behavior. So if you're finding that you're getting mood swings from that woman's already starting to be violent, or that woman is already showing that she's super jealous and causing issues within the relationship in the first 6 months, and it's starting to feel toxic a little bit already, then get the hell out. It's only going to get much worse. That first 6 months should be amazing. Nothing's going to be perfect, guys. You're always going to get the odd blip here and there, as long as it's not some kind of weird extreme behavior. Then you can move past it. But believe me, if you look out for the warning signs in your relationship, especially with a Thai woman, you will see them within the first 6 months. But most guys choose to ignore them due to this either young or this beautiful woman that they wouldn't normally be able to get, or butter wouldn't melt in her mouth type of woman. They just don't want to lose that woman, and they just think, oh, it's okay, she just had a bad day, or it's her hormones, or it's the time of the month. No, she's a psycho. And you need to get ready for that behavior to increase and get much worse. Now, guys, if you're unfortunate enough to have a kid with one of these women, then it's very hard for me to advise you, because if I chose to leave my son, my life, if I could turn my heart off and my emotions, would be much better. Guaranteed with the hell that I've been through and the stuff that I can't even mention on my channel. I'm guaranteed to have a much better life. But then on the flip side, I know he's 100% guaranteed to have a very bad life. And I chose to have a kid. It wasn't a mistake. After 2 years of being in that relationship, I chose to have him. So that's my responsibility, and I've got to be accountable for the choices that I've made, because it was such a big, important choice. I decided to have a kid, so I've got to go through hell for him. But I do understand guys that have walked away. There's a lot of guys, if you read comments on previous videos where we've talked about relationships with Thai women, where guys have got kids to them, there are a lot of guys also that have walked away, and they've had to, for their own mental health. Because if you're not a strong character, these women will break you. They will break you into a million pieces, where you could literally be locked up in a padded cell, or even worse, you could flip out and end up in a prison, because they know how to push your buttons, and they will push them in order to get that reaction, what they're looking for. So beware and be careful. So it's very difficult for me to advise how to deal with it when you've got kids. The only one little bit of advice, which I don't like to say, but if you've got kids with them, money is your only answer. If you pay them enough, you can control them maybe a little bit, yeah, to leave you alone. If you put certain rules and stipulations into the deal of you paying her X, Y, and Z, that makes her behave because she really loves that money, then that's the only way you're going to be able to have some kind of control over her to stop her from making your life a living hell. And that's the only advice that I can give. Normally I say keep your money in your pocket, yeah, but if you want to stay in your kid's life and you want the drama to stop and you want to be able to have a life for yourself and do your own thing and not have to worry or look over your shoulder, then unfortunately this is probably the only time I'll ever tell you to, yeah, you might have to pay out for that one. It's going to cost you. But you had a kid, you've got to make sacrifices, unfortunately. And this is not your home country. This is Moneyland. And unfortunately here, everything does revolve around money, especially with the women that are interested in foreign men. You really need to get that your head around that. You will meet women that will say to you, I don't want 1 baht from you. I don't want any money from you. You're okay. Yeah. So if you pull them up to say, I don't want to have a monetary relationship and stuff, you will still get women that will say, yeah, it's all right, baby. We won't do it. We won't do it. But then once she's reeled you in and she's got you, she'll all of a sudden say, well, she doesn't have the money to buy a new house or a new car or whatever. And we need this and we need that. So you're going to be the person that's going to have to do it. Then she's going to say, I might need perfume, I might need makeup, I might need this, I might need that. And I don't have any money and I don't want to ask you for it. So she'll try to put the suggestion into your mouth. So you turn around and say, well, how much do you need, baby? I'll give you this much each month. Yeah. And then she'll agree to whatever sum you think of, and then she'll just try to increase it as time goes on. Yeah. So they always win and they'll always get that money one way or another. So be warned. Right, apart from that, guys, just to give you a very quick update on myself. Yeah, it's been hell for the past couple of weeks, but I've still been seeing my son on a regular basis. He's in nursery full-time, 9 o'clock till 3:30 in the afternoon, which is really good, and I think it's really healthy for him. He's got friends to play around with. They do creativity and stuff, so it's not a bad nursery. Well, it's the best nursery that they have in Buriram. So, yeah, I've stuck him in there, and that will give him some kind of stability, help him with the language, because they do help them with Thai and English as well. So yeah, apart from that, I've not worked, I've not done anything, guys, for 16, 17 days. I've just not been able to, because just carnage, absolute carnage. And right now, I've put a deal in place in order, I can't say much, but I put a deal in place right now in order to try to get my ex to just leave me be. Now, I know I'm not going to get that 100%, and I know there's going to be probably issues and stuff moving forward, but nothing like how it's been at the moment. So I'm hoping with the deal that I've put in place, it will make my life a little bit, well, hopefully much more easier, but only time will tell. And I can't run out on my son. So I'm learning, guys. I'm learning how to best deal with my own situation. And if it's a success, of course, I'm going to share it with all of you. Right, guys, hopefully back active. I know I said that 17 days ago, but guys, I need to stay busy. I miss YouTube. I miss the community. I did a community post yesterday. Thank you to everybody who commented. Great to hear all the positive comments from all of you guys. I really do appreciate it. And guys, help people out. If you've got a very interesting story here in Thailand, here with a Thai woman, and you think that people should hear it in order for them to not fall into the same trap that you did, then please share it on the channel and send your email in to thaitalk withdan@gmail.com. Hope everybody is well. Hope everybody is safe. And guys, if you feel like you're in a toxic relationship, then do me a favor, but more importantly, do yourself a favor. Get out of it. It will get better. And if you stick with it, it doesn't seem to get better. It will only get worse. Ciao for now, guys. Bye bye.